Hello, today I am going to discuss about pronunciation rules. First, it starts with the A. We pronounce it as A. Zum Beispiel means for example. Was, Wan, Varam, Tashe. These are all the examples of A. Next, we continue with E in the end produced as A. Zum Beispiel Tasse, Tasse, Name, Schuhe, Heise, Plasche. These are all the examples of E. Next we continue with IE. We pronounce it as E. Zum Beispiel wie, wir, will, family. These are all the examples of IE. Next we continue with EI. We pronounce it as I. Zum Beispiel eins, zwei, drei, rise, Heisen. These are all the examples of EI. Next we start EU or A umlaut U. We pronounce it as Oi. Zum Beispiel Deutsch, Euro, Europa, Baume, Theor. These are all the examples of EU or A umlaut U. Next we have discussed A, E, I, O, U and also special characteristics like A umlaut, O umlaut, U umlaut. After these all alphabets, H comes means it shows silent letter. Zum Beispiel fahren, share, stool, bohe. Sorry, it is not bone, it's a bune. And mare. These are the examples of A, E, I, O, U and A umlaut, O umlaut, U umlaut. Next we study double O, double E, double A. Doppel Vokale means double vowels. Zum Beispiel Haare, Lair, Boat. These are all the examples of double O, double E, double A means double vowels. Next we discuss doppel consonant, double consonant, double N, double M. Zum Beispiel often, Wasser, common, Tasse. These are all the examples of double consonant. Next we discuss SCH, sh. Zum Beispiel Schuhe, Tasse, Deutsch, Schreichen, schon, schon. These are all the examples of SCH. Next we discuss about S. S by vowel Z. After S vowel comes means we pronounce it Z. Zum Beispiel Zex, Sieben, Jer, Samstag, Sonntag. These are all the examples of S. Next we discuss about S by consonant. We pronounce it as sh. Zum Beispiel Schuhe, Schule, Schrank. These are all the examples of S consonant. Next we discuss about S by ending. We pronounce it as S. Zum Beispiel das, links, rechts, rect. These are all the examples of S ending words. Next we discussed about SP. We pronounce it as sp or sp. Zum Beispiel Sprachen, Spiel, Spanien, Bespiel. These are all the examples of SP. Next we discussed about ST. We pronounce it as st, starting or middle of a word. Zum Beispiel studieren, stehen, Stuhl, Straße, Aufstehen. These are all the examples of ST. Next we discussed about ST, end of a word, stir. We pronounced as stir. Zum Beispiel Obst, past, coast. These are all the examples of ST. Next we discussed about ER, end of a word, we pronounced as a. Zum Beispiel besser, Wasser, Vater, Mutter, Schwester, Bruder, Geschwister, aber, oder. These are all the examples of ER. Next we discussed about after vowel R should be silent. Zum Beispiel mir, aber, oder, für, je. These are all the examples of after vowel R. Next we discussed about IG. It is pronounced as ish or ig. Zum Beispiel Vierzig, Konig, Konigin, Honig, Richtig or Richtisch. These are all the examples of IG. Next we discussed about TION. We pronounced as Tion when it comes middle or end of a word. Zum Beispiel Station, Position, Meditation, Punctuation. These are all the examples of TION. Next we discussed about PF. Zum Beispiel Flag, Apfel, Pfeffer, Fun. These are all the examples of PF. Next we discussed about CK. We pronounced as K. Zum Beispiel Wacken, Dreckig, Drunker, Drunken. These are all the examples of CK. And now next we discussed about CHS. We pronounced as X. Zum Beispiel Waxen, Zex. These are the examples of CHS. And next we discussed about CH. When CH beginning of a word, we pronounced as sh. It is only for 90% of words. Example, Chemi, China, Chef, Chefin. These are the examples of CH beginning of a word. After we discussed about CH, we pronounced as ch. Example or a Zum Beispiel Shaken, Chatten. These are the examples of CH. Next we discussed about CH. In AOU after plus CH word will comes means we pronounced as K. Zum Beispiel Machen, Hook, Book, Book. These are the examples of CH. Next we discussed about alle consonant means all consonants plus E, I plus A umlaut, U umlaut, O umlaut, sharpest S plus CH. We called it as sh. Zum Beispiel ish, Russian, Brusher,